We got a pod coming up. Jesse Lucas. He's gonna pull up any second.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, thank you. This is gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Mateo, nice to meet you. Mateo,
Nice to meet you,
Nice
man.
to meet you, yo. Gianluca, right?
Yeah, Gianluca.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
There's like other studios. Yeah. Beautiful.
Guys, dope pod setup, man. Looking dope. Thanks, Anthony, for letting us come out here again to Neighborhood Creative. That was probably one of the best pods that we did. We ran it up with the boy.
This is the fucking vlog.
He's gonna grab the vlog.
Listen, this is the vlog, dude.
He's taking over.
This is what happens. We're with the Unmastered boys. What up, what up?
That's what happens, man.
That's what happens, bro. That's what happens. Yes, it was fun. That was fucking fun.
Yeah, it's good, eh? Boy, these boys are good, bro. I'm telling you, they're good, man. They're fucking good.
Well, I feel like they're Italian, you know?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
There's one part where we talk about fucking Chipotle Perte.
We're all dying. Oh, you guys, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's funny, man.
That's real. No, I appreciate that, boys. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, guys.
Okay, appreciate it.
No, all good, all good.
Thank you, man.
Hey, guys, listen, if you ever need the space, like, you got someone that you want to bring, just let me know. Hit me up. I got you, guys.
Subscribe to Unmastered.
Unmastered is on the rise, up to 1 million soon.
Subscribe to Unmastered's podcast. It's the best podcast in the fucking world.
This is the Unmastered podcast.
All right, guys, we're live.
live.
Unmastered
What up,
podcast.
what up, what up?
We're back. Man, beautiful day today in Toronto. We're back in this setting again. Neighborhood Creative. Thank you to Anthony. Shout out to you for watching this, inviting us back here to use the studio. Perfect, set for us. We decided the couch that we haven't done this before.
Couch pod.
So maybe this is
we
a
did it
vibe.
in the backyard. We did the backyard
we've
couch.
done backyard coach, but
counts.
as you guys see, though, we have a guest here with us today, a new person. So for today's episode of the Unmastered podcast, our guest is an artist, producer, and DJ. He's been working on his craft for many years, and with his hard work, he's worked with some cool artists and producers like Kardinal, Offishall, Pressa, Karl, and many more. He's even been featured in a Lyrical Lemonade article, and he's gold certified. We're looking forward to hearing more about him. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jesse Lucas.
Welcome, buddy.
There we go.
Oh, snap. I've never heard something like that before.
It's pretty sick, eh?
We always wait for that part. Everyone always says that.
Thank you for
But,
doing that. That's very cool.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. He's got the drip. Did you make that jacket?
You know what's so funny, guys? 2 nights ago, I was DJing Monday night, and I see this guy with the Flies jacket on. I just go, yo, this is the coolest jacket I ever seen, bro. And he's like, yo, I made it. I'm like, what's your name? And he's like, my name's Bodo. I swear to God, I met him 2 nights ago. I was like, I'm going on a podcast on Wednesday, and I'm doing a photo shoot on Wednesday. Can you hook me up? And he shout out to Bodo. Where the cameras are there.
Yo, shout out to Bodo.
Shout out to Bodo, man. Bodo's fire. Yeah, so
That's
this is a
fire.
1 of 1. It's his, man. I met the guy two
1 of 1.
nights ago, man. 2 nights ago.
Wow.
So wait, that's the one he was wearing? Or he
sick.
made you one?
No, he was wearing another one, and then he sent me all this drip that he made, and he's just he's cool, man. I love it.
That's
I love
crazy.
stuff like this.
I need a friend like Bodo, man.
Yeah. We all need a
He's got to
friend.
come on. He's
Yeah,
gotta come
bro.
on.
Yeah,
Shout out
yo,
Bodo.
yo, Bodo. Yeah, shout out Bodo.
Sure.
Shout out
For real,
Bodo.
but yeah, yo, funny enough, right?
Yeah,
man.
Matches the hair too. It's perfect.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, the hair. You were saying your girlfriend does your hair. That's
My girlfriend does my
fire.
hair, and created by Nina on the socials. She's been doing my hair for the past at least 7-8 months now, and she's so creative. I let her do exactly what she wants. I get jealous sometimes because her TikToks do better than mine.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But it's okay.
Hey,
it's
good.
okay.
It's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
problem.
exactly. It's friendly competition.
Exactly.
We have to one up each other.
Exactly,
Because her shit's fire. Yo, go follow her on all that stuff if
Go
you can.
follow her. We'll put the
you go.
information.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, so dude, you're oozing creativity. It seems like you got the fashion, the hair, the music. How important is fashion to your whole aesthetic?
Mm-hmm.
You know what, man? I don't know if it's ever that word fashion ever been at the forefront of my mind. I don't know if I ever thought about it like that. I think I just always dressed a certain way, always kind of, I guess maybe used it as a way to speak about where I was,
Mm-hmm.
but I just like cool shit. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to get so deep. Like I'm not philosophical. I don't like. It's just like when something looks drippy. It looks drippy.
That's fair enough.
Like you know, and if old people are upset about it, it's probably the right thing. You know, I don't know.
yeah.
But like since I was a kid, I was always doing shit like that. I just like it. You know.
Yeah.
I wear eyeliner and shit.
Yeah.
It's dope. bro.
Yeah, I like it all, man. Why
That's
not?
it.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's important for an artist, man. When you have those, you can like stand out in a certain way and be like unique and different. Like wear some dope ass shit, like it stands out.
Yeah, why not? I mean, and then like it's like that thing with Bodo. It's like I met the fucking guy.
There you go.
And then I get to collaborate like that. Like it just came out one night, and we're like, and then all of a sudden it's a collaboration.
Yeah.
You know, because I was doing photo shoots, and that's in the photo shoot, and then so it just becomes cool. Like everybody gets their taste. It's so cool.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what's dope is that like it's not just, let's say, fashion or music. If you do all these things and you dabble in these things, you're now able to have those collaborations, right?
Absolutely,
You
yeah,
know? It's-
yeah,
it's
of course.
dope.
Like, and that's the thing. Like these other people, there's so many creative people in this city, man.
Oh, yeah.
like it's ridiculous. I mean, in the world, like the platforms, like all these platforms, you see, there's shit. I'm blown away by some talent I
Yeah.
see.
For
You
sure,
see some
for
people who are 16, 17, even in music or in anything. They're
Yeah.
like, what the?
Are
what?
there any artists that are catching your eye right now?
Oh damn! You know, sometimes it's tough. Like sometimes you try to pay attention to what's out there. I'm a DJ, so I'm always trying to look for what's out there. Sometimes I catch the hits. Like if I'm at TikTok at night, I'm chilling. That's my end of the day. Because usually I'm on TikTok, I'm working on my own profile or trying to do stuff, right? So sometimes you're not on that For You feed. But if I'm there, that's where I catch like. I love Ice Spice, man. I love Ice Spice. I don't know. Like,
Are
I'm with
you
the
a
boys.
munch?
There you go.
Sorry?
Are you a munch?
I don't know what that means. I think so. I think I'm a munch, you know? I take like those things and I'll mash them up into like old songs. Like music is so interchangeable.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could take Ice Spice and put her on something that's like from 1930. I swear to God, you could do anything, man.
I hear those remixes. It's fire.
Oh yeah, I
it works
appreciate you.
well.
We were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that before the pod.
This guy's got
for
some
the pod.
fire remixes.
Yeah, I wish we had a soundboard.
So you being a DJ,
Yeah.
what are you playing at the club right now?
So right now, my one of my favorite venues that I'm doing is on the Friday night. It's called the Fifth Social. It's a really crazy venue, and you know what's it's so crazy. Like, I was doing a lot of like kind of sort of like Afro places or hip hop places, like certain Latin lounge music, whatever, all this different stuff in these different places. And I started out in EDM actually. Like I started out with house music. So I got back to that when I started playing the Fifth because the Fifth was like kind of up tempo. So I got into playing these old house cuts and yeah. So right now that for some reason DJing, I'm gearing towards this house thing. Like house is being I don't know, pumped back into my blood. Man. I started music when I was like 16, and that's the genre I started. And it was like just house.
That's got to be a cool feeling, kind of.
Yeah,
Going back to that.
Yo, it was like nostalgia. I the first night I played the club, I hit up my friend Kazar and I was like, yo, like, cause he used to be like in my bedroom, I would be like making EDM when I was 16 when I'm bothering my sister in the other room. She's like pissed off. You know, shut up, Venezia. I'm shouting out so many people. It's like 5 minutes in.
Just putting everyone on.
Putting respect on so
Putting
many
the
people's
city
names.
on.
Yeah. So no, I was so I was making these cuts and when I started playing the Fifth, I hit him up and I was like, yo, do you have any of that old music? Like any of the stuff I made when I was 16? Do you have? And this guy had like USBs, old stuff. Like I used to go under the name Master Track and he had all this old stuff that I did. And I started playing it at the club and it worked. So I'm like, okay.
That's crazy.
I knew what I was doing when I was like 16, I guess. I didn't even know that. It was a rediscovery. So you are right. You are right. It did make me rediscover something in myself. Yeah.
It's dope. Yeah, house is coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel to like be DJing in front of crowds and like seeing the people respond back to the music and getting hyped? Like, does that make you feel good?
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah, man. I
Of course,
bet.
that's the thing. It's like I equate DJing as like stand-up comedy a little bit. It's like to get good at it, you gotta. I started at like 16, right? So you do like I remember I did my dad's soccer banquet, like North York Hearts.
There you go.
It was another soccer team, right?
Wow.
So I was one of my first gigs DJing, and I'm like 16. And this is coming up from the bedroom. He bought me the stand turntables and all this cool stuff. And then, you know, I go to play this thing, and no one's dancing. You know, it's like a stand-up comedian. Like they didn't want me there. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a restaurant, you see a stand-up comedian, you're trying to take your partner on a date, and then you see a stand-up, you're like, what's this guy doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So nobody danced, but I got paid for the gig.
Yeah.
And you know, shout out to my dad for that. we're even shouting him out.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Just all shout.
Shout
I'll
him
tell you that
out.
soundboard, yo.
Yeah. We'll do it, just vocal.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's the response, man. I think you get addicted to it a little bit, but this is not the worst thing to be addicted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think.
far worse things, right?
Yeah,
That's the whole point, man. That's the whole point. The whole point of the job is the response, you know?
yeah. You get it's like it is a drug a little bit. Like to hear even like it's crazy because like I'll test out records I'm doing now in the club or like producing now, and I'll play them in the club, or a remix I'm doing to something. I'll play it in the club.
Yeah.
You get immediate response on something. You go,
Yes.
oh, that's what
Yeah,
works
yeah.
live, and not even just with your own music, but if you play like Zed or you play anybody, you're like, wow, this is like to even see them sing Clarity still. Like some of these crowds are like 21, and then you're like, oh wow, you're like
Why are you?
like screaming at them. I'm
That's
like,
a
oh,
crazy
the
track, though.
one of the best EDM
it's
songs
awesome,
ever.
Yeah.
That's what be sick about having like a friend who's a DJ, or like you being a DJ yourself and you make your own music. It'd be sick to like you're saying, like play your
Yes.
own tracks and see if
It's
people
like
are like, what
live
is this?
feedback.
Or if you're like, yeah.
You just get to figure it out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I would even do it with artists. Like if I worked on a track with an artist or we produced something, I would bring them to the club. I was doing it when I was like 16 too.
That's dope.
17, yeah. Like trying it on the sound system. You know how many times I brought something into the club? Like even shout out the Fifth, but even the Fifth, I played like some of my own cuts, and I'm like, oh, I gotta change the bass and I gotta fix that up. You know, oh shoot, like you could test it because you get the real live gauge on a good sound system. You know what I mean?
That's kind of interesting that as a DJ, the only time you really know if something works is you got to do it live. Because you're doing it in your room, you don't know how it's going to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what's so funny? I lied. The banquet's not the first gig I did. The first gig I ever really did was my high school dance.
Oh, shit.
And so I went to Blur Collegiate. It's torn down now. It's not the same. It's gone, you know. But when I first went in, I was DJing just like I said, house music in my bedroom, in my underwear probably. I have videos on YouTube. Like if you guys clip this out, I swear to God, I'll put the videos in when I was like, just I didn't even put my face in it. I was just like dancing with my soccer shorts on. You know, I was mixing all house music. I like remember. Do you guys remember DJ Blend? You ever heard of DJ Blend? DJ Blend's like it's an old school YouTube thing. But so DJ Blend was big at the time. Okay.
What is it like? All the like mashups at the end of the year?
No, there's a
kind of thing?
fucking literal guy named DJ Blend.
Okay.
Yeah, he's probably still touring. Like I swear to God, he was big in China shit.
Shout out DJ Blend.
Yeah, he used to wear a Chucky mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he wore a Chucky mask and yeah, funny guy. I used to love it. He was inspiring. That's how I learned about Afrojack, a certain artist and stuff was through him.
Yeah.
And then so I wanted to do the same videos. I was doing those videos, and I went to do the high school dance. Now, first time live. And I remember taking the turntables in not milk crates, but like bins, like, you know, bins you would buy at Walmart to store things in, like just bins, plastic bins. I didn't even have cases for these turntables.
Bro.
And I bring them into the party and I'm so hyped, right? I got I got everything, my needles, everything is ready to go. I start playing house music and everybody at the dance is just like,
Damn.
we're not having
Damn.
it. Like they're like, no. And I'm just like, oh yeah, just that feeling, you know?
Yeah.
That immediate reaction. It's just as it's I guess it's the opposite of the addicting thing when it's like you're just your survival instincts kick in. You're
Fight
like,
or flight.
Shit, yeah, what do I do? Start playing like bass hunt, start playing weird music, who knows? But you know, the next day these girls came up to me with a list of like dance hall music. Because there was like a lot of Trinidad, a lot of like different cultures at Blur Collegiate. And they were like, yo, this is the shit. And I knew nothing about like Vibes Cartel. I knew nothing about like Movado, nothing about any of these cool artists. And they gave me a list of songs. And I swear to God, guys, that list of songs has still made me music, or still made me money rather, to this day. That list of
Really?
songs. Yeah,
Wow.
like that education. And just that those girls going, okay, you sucked at the dance, but here's the shit at the next dance if you're here, because they're probably gonna book you or whatever, because you're, you know, these people will book you. Then you know, play this stuff, and it taught me a lot about music. I still play all that music at parties these days.
Shout out those girls.
That's a crazy story, dude.
Yeah, Tanisha. That's the only one I remember. Tanisha gave me so much shit.
So without that, do you think you'd still be playing like bad shit or?
Yeah, probably. Yo, so I swear to you know what? You're actually striking 100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's those things. Like I DJ'd like a lot of weddings and like 6-year-old birthday party. Like you're in some backyard in Thornhill, and you're like, okay, what's going on? Like somebody's private part. Any kind of sort of thing you've seen, I've seen it, and I think that's like you fail. You only gonna get better if you fail. I think that's the thing. Sometimes people forget, right?
Yeah.
You need to go through those kind of like backyard DJ sets, school dances,
Yeah.
and then you can go to the clubs. You know, it's not gonna happen overnight, right?
You gotta. It's in anything you do. It's equated not just in the music, but even in your anything.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you gotta go through the bombs. If you could go through the bomb, like a stand-up comedian is a perfect analogy for that. Because if you can go through the bombs, then you're just like, who cares? You know, you get better, and then that's how you learn. Okay, this didn't work. That works. Now and when I'm in a club set, I just have fun. I can go through the genres. Like I'll play around the world. I'll go like Mo Bamba to Mr. Brightside. I don't even care.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah, you're taking us back with a couple of the stuff you've done in the past. So what age did you kind of sort of start doing this, even just like on your own, like not your first show like you mentioned, but
You said 16, did you know that?
16.
Yes, I think 16. I was a drummer. I was a drummer before that.
Yeah.
I was a drummer before that.
Oh, okay.
When I was like maybe 9, I got into drum lessons. My dad was a soccer coach, and a lot of his coaching comes back into my like business life these days.
Right.
Like he made a lot of good points that make sense now. But at the time, I don't think I wanted to be a soccer player, and he was like coaching a pretty successful team at the time. And so I was like, I'm gonna try this music thing. And you know where it started actually? You guys remember Guitar Hero?
Oh yeah.
A rock band?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was
That shit
just
was hard.
killer. Like I was like, you can ask anybody. I could play like with 2 hands. Like I would
shit.
memorize songs. I was like funny. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt somebody's ears, eh? You don't edit that out. It's fine. It's like a jump scare.
Make that like a perk or something. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll make that into a song. You think I'm fucking with you, dude?
He'll do it.
I'll do it, bro.
Okay, yo, we gotta write this
Seriously,
down. This is gonna be in the clip. It's gonna be a song. Okay?
Yeah.
That's hard.
He just created a monster.
Oh god. Guitar Hero, man.
Did you ever play DJ Hero?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You think
yeah.
I didn't have
No,
DJ
yeah.
Hero?
That was it, maybe. DJ Hero.
Look, come on, man. You think I didn't have DJ Hero?
I had it too, man.
You had
That
it
was
too,
good.
yeah.
You were somewhat of a DJ yourself, right, John?
Oh yeah, I stopped.
DJ
Why did you
Juka.
That was the first thing I wanted to do.
Why the
was
fuck did you
DJ.
stop?
Then I got into film.
Yeah, but you know what? Like,
But like I got a
happens.
new one now. I got another Pioneer I want to start using again.
DJing is one of those things where people will come up to me all the time and be like, yo, even at places I play, they'll be like, I want to learn how to DJ. And I'm like, yo, honestly, it's the coolest thing. You just buy like one of the cheap ones and you have it at home and you're like, you could just do it anytime. You could always do it. And the controllers they make these days are insane. The controllers they make these days are insane. Like I remember when I was starting, I had like these, it was like a mission.
Right.
Oh, you had to have this and then God forbid the club didn't have this or that. Oh my God. But that's cool. You transferred it into film. Like film is just as cool as music. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The one doesn't go without the other. Like if you play Seinfeld without the music or anything without the music, you'd be like, this is fucking weird.
No,
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
This works.
100%, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. Pancakes and chocolate chips. Pancakes and orange juice.
No,
Does anybody do the pancakes and orange juice color? Or is that just me?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
I'm more of a waffle guy actually.
Yo, waffles. Yeah. Okay. That's still fire.
Okay.
I hate waffles.
Really?
Hot take.
Hot take. Yeah.
Fucking don't like them. I think they're dry.
Well,
I think you just haven't had the right waffles.
Okay, you
man.
might be onto something. I gotta go to like a waffle.
Yeah, but
house
like
or
if I go to a place they got waffles and pancakes, it's gonna be pancakes though.
Yeah, I'm a pancake guy.
See,
I'm
pancakes
definitely
are
a pancake
amazing.
guy.
Like waffles, like I
wrong.
only eat Eggos if they're like at home. That's it.
I haven't
Eggos
had
are
any.
cool.
That's
Eggos are
it.
cool. Eggos are cool, but they're thin. It's like
Yeah,
I have to have 4.
Yeah.
What about the
yeah.
Belgium? You know, the nice.
Yeah, the Belgian.
Yeah,
waffles.
of course. I mean,
That's what
also-
I'm thinking about. Like,
Yeah, you get a brownie on top of that. You remember
Oh.
Dimitri's? Oh, you go to Dimitri's and get
I've
one
done
of those.
chicken
Yeah,
and
the
waffles
Dimitri's pretty
before.
fire.
Yeah, chicken and waffles is a thing too.
That's
I
okay.
never actually had. I don't think.
I had it one time. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It's like bread.
you guys are Italian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
All full?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
I'm actually 1/4 Slovenian.
Actually,
Oh snap! Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
What about you?
one core.
I'm Canadian, but my parents are half Portuguese, half Italian.
So you're a wop chop.
I'm a wop chop. Exactly. Yeah. Oh. How did your family survive through the World Cup? I didn't even do it.
You're gonna have some pop seek.
Oh shit! You know what? There's good at both sides. They're so similar, man.
Yeah, man.
All these people, all these cultures in the world are so similar, man.
Shout out to Anthony Macedo if you're watching this. He's the OG wop chop.
Yeah, hell yeah. Anthony Macedo. We gotta have dinner, bro.
He's gonna love this, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout
That's
out to
They're,
them.
both, they're
bro.
both on the construction sites all the time fighting, you know.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're so similar. So why are you against each other? I don't get it. Just go. I'm like my parents. Like, why can't you just get along in the World Cup? Like, why does that have to be one or the other? Just be happy for each other.
Yeah.
It's like you have two teams in the NHL. You guys watching the NHL?
Yeah.
Well, there's a
Leafs
game
are
on right now.
Should we check the score right now? The
Oh,
last score.
What's the
No,
score right now?
don't
Check
even
it live.
check.
What's the
Oh,
score?
God.
I don't
Somebody
know,
pull it
man.
up.
Oh God,
Guys,
This
this
is
is
scary
the
game.
by the
I
time
don't
this
watch
comes
it.
out, we'll know if the Leafs won the cup or not. Okay.
I stopped watching when it was Eddie Belfour.
Let's
Man.
see.
It's to draw that guy's masks in grade 3.
1-0 Leafs.
1-0 Leafs. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Well, nothing leaves.
Very
You know what?
good.
Bring hockey back, man.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Play
We were,
hockey ever?
you know what? Ball hockey, man. I used to
okay.
play ball hockey. Yeah. There was ball hockey at like, damn, you remember like Caledonia and Rogers, like in and around that area, like more New York
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of thing. Yeah. There was a guy named Miniachi, man. He was crazy. He was like, I think he's like actually one of the,
Top ball hockey players?
he had his own league, man.
Oh,
He just put antifreeze in the ball. My dad has all these trophies from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to make a yearbook.
Insane.
It was a whole thing,
Wow.
bro. Yo, you learn things, yo.
I feel like you got like a huge detailed story for any topic. Like I could just say anything and you would just like, you'd have it.
Yeah, why not? If I don't got it, maybe I'll make it up. I don't know.
Like who would have thought that you would have something good to say about ball hockey there? Like again, I guess we got
Yeah.
into it, but like
Yeah, but sports, man, sports.
yeah,
We're
sports,
Italian.
you're right.
It's in the
you go.
culture,
That's
right? I
it.
guess
Exactly, yeah.
You go do your sports. You get your mortadella sandwich.
you're more
You're more.
got your more.
You guys ever see that guy on TikTok, the Italian guy who just makes sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That guy's my favorite fucking guy. And then there's another guy who's copying him, but he's like an American kid or some Russian kid or something. That guy's funny, man. Those guys, you know how good those sandwiches are? The thick mozzarella.
Beautiful.
Like
Big
that.
chunky mozzarella de buffalo.
Why do those videos do so fire? Like something I'll edit for like
Yeah, you take hours.
I'll edit it for hours, and then this guy's just because it's a nice. You want to see that?
Yeah.
It's a nice piece of freaking meat. You know what I'm saying?
You hear the
Oh,
crunching
yeah.
when he cuts the
Yeah,
bread.
like,
Like,
exactly.
so
Yeah. It's Foley. It's sound effects.
pulls the oil. Pulls the oil.
Yeah. He's not doing that in post, my dude.
No,
He's doing that
this
fucking
is
live.
real. This is real. Yeah.
Yeah, but then this guy, I don't know if you're talking about that guy, but there's also the guy who's like the Italian goes like, "Bon appetito, bitch." At
No,
the
no,
end.
no, I
that's
know
the
that guy
American
too. though. I know
guy.
him
That's
too.
another guy.
He pops up too. That guy. Yeah, he pops up too. That guy. I like that guy too. You know, I do like them all. Like that's the truth about it.
Kouj?
I was gonna say, when are you gonna bring up Kouj?
Gucci.
Your
Oh, of course.
sister.
Okay, sorry. Yes, of course. He's a legend. He's a legend, man.
So many classics. Man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I love how he just had a full Italian like
TikTok.
segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
How
like,
much that's ever happened.
DC. He goes, yeah, thinking of DC. He always got a Diet Coke.
Oh,
He's listening to
DC,
Awesome.
This is awesome.
Have you ever been to Portugal
This is the thing.
or Italy?
This is the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, that's why I started when I said I'm Canadian, because people always like, do you speak Italian? Do you speak Portuguese? Okay, you're Italian, so speak it to me. And I'm like, fangulo, latte mama. That's why I know the bad shit, right?
That's
I don't know
awesome.
anything. So I gotta go. No, I'm gonna go soon. I want to go in September.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Hell yeah. The music scene out there itself.
Oh yeah.
Like I do a series where you like sample music, and I did Portugal the other day, and I was just going through these Portuguese samples, and I'm like, oh my God, even the Italian ones are crazy. Everywhere around the world, man, music is like, it doesn't even matter the language. I don't know the lyrics to any Bad Bunny song,
Yeah,
but
I
I
know.
fucking love Bad
You know
Bunny.
Eros Ramazzotti?
Of course.
Do you know him?
Dude, that should
I
be
want to take my
hitting
none of this
lately.
concert. What are you talking about? Of course,
Oh,
man.
man,
Legend,
I love how
legend.
we kind of worked him in here.
Yeah,
you know, if we never do another podcast, at least we mention Eros.
Yeah,
Ramazzotti, you know?
We can leave now. We can cut this thing right now.
Alright,
What are we
guys,
at?
we're done.
definitely at 3 hours, right? It's 3 hours in, right?
It's
Oh
called,
man.
what, you know
Of
ItalianoVero?
course.
Why
Have
do
you
you
been
say
there? Have you been
these
there
things?
for it?
Why would he not
Well, I
know?
guess he's a
Of
DJ, so he's kind of in that music.
Well, I started back in the day and did like some of those guys who are doing those parties now. I was involved with them and doing stuff with them too. It's crazy like what they're doing in the city. Every time I go, you just get like, I see so many people I know that say at ItalianoVero. I see so many people I know. Music is always banging.
Macri.
You know? Macri, yeah. Man, me and Macri used to be in a DJ duo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I know
Macri's
his
a close
brother.
friend,
I went to
man.
Italy with his brother.
His younger brother.
Mass.
Yes, Mass is a legend, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I known them a minute. He was, Macri's the first guy who got me a resident gig somewhere because I was trying to DJ at Gravity Soundbar, which was an old club at where the Scotiabank Theater is. It's no longer there, but I was trying to DJ there, and I was just emailing these people and like harassing them, like
Harassing.
Kevin, and he was the guy. It turns out he was the guy who was kind of booking stuff. So he was one of my first guys who ever booked me, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shout out to Mac, man.
That's crazy.
We've
dude.
never been, but the recent one, they just had those 2 artists, Capo Plaza from like Italy. So
Yeah,
you can tell
I
it's
saw
evolving,
that
like,
too,
they're getting
yeah.
bigger
That's pretty
people.
big.
Yeah, and you see these Italian artists doing like I see them on like drill beats or like rap, like you're like, but they're doing Italian, and like that my nana's always watching Rai, Rai, yeah. So she's always watching those award shows. Like I forgot what they're called. She's always watching those like there's always singing contests. What's it called, man? You guys know?
No, I don't.
I
I
don't
know
know
what it is,
what
but I
Italians
don't
are
know
sitting
what
with.
it is.
I don't
I
even
just
know.
seen it
All I
all.
know is Ci Posta Per Te.
Yeah, ci posso per te. Oh, that's drama, man. That's drama. My family, in some certain parts of my family, they can't even watch that thing. They're gonna watch it. Ci posso per te, bro. Yeah. You're gonna tell me about Tele Latino, TLN, Channel 35. Dude, it's not Channel 35, guys. I haven't watched cable in how many fucking years? How many fucking years have you? Has it been since you watched the cable channel? Family Channel used to be 51. That's what I remember. Sweet Life. You know what I'm saying?
Who's watching cable, man?
No, but seriously, who's watching it? I got Game of Thrones, bro.
That's it. They're dying.
Best, bro.
They're dying.
Love the Italian talk, bro.
You gotta chill.
Man, yeah.
No, seriously, to what you're saying, the Capo Plaza thing is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they like, I seen like that, I just seen that, I like in no means am I, like they do their thing, but it's just so crazy to see what they've done, man. Like to get those guys from Italy, man. That party is a testament to Italy, man. It's a testament to Italy in this in Toronto, man.
It's obviously it's our culture and stuff, so that's why we like music.
They'll play Italian song. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is I remember they're dropping Italian song. That's badass DJing to me. Like if you can just like drop anything. Like these guys who are doing those parties, it's just badass, man. Because then you'll have that guy come in and then they're spinning Euro. And I'm like,
exactly.
okay, where else am I going to hear Euro right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Spanish music too. It's like you were saying, like Bad Bunny. Like it's just sick.
I love
man.
Bad Bunny. I have this debate with some people. Like some people, they're upset he gets with this girl. They're like, oh, like I don't like him now. I'm like, he's still fire. Like somebody could be hot in 10 seconds and then they're like immediately not hot after. I'm like, they're fire, man.
Yeah,
like
fire.
that song. What's the?
Yeah, that's in every fucking place.
I'm like, Jesus, man.
It's
What
crazy.
it fucking slaps you in the face.
Yeah.
Undeniable. I've
Yep.
seen every different type of person in the world dance that song, every age, size, everything. Yeah,
I
that's a
wasn't really
universal
into
song.
him, and then I like listened to the whole album, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is
Music's
crazy."
subjective, though. That's the word.
Yeah, subjective. Yeah,
Okay. I'm just making sure. No, it is. It's like some guy likes this, some guy likes that. You know. What are you guys into? What's your? I want to know your music taste. Every one of you. Everyone.
Okay,
Even you,
start.
man. I want to know you too. What's the taste here?
I actually would like to know that as well.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know
We'll
if
start
this-
with you then. What's the taste? What's your taste? Yeah. What's the last thing you listened to? There you go. There you go. Killer.
That's
Killer.
fire.
Killer.
Dope.
Killer this.
Dope.
John Luke
I'm
Ocean's
saying pretty
crazy.
generic, like just Drake,
Yeah.
Lil
Okay.
Baby,
Yeah.
Lil Uzi again. Also, like
Love them all. Haven't heard a bad thing yet. What about you?
Well, for me, like I range between moods. So I can go anywhere from like the Rolling Stones,
There we go.
Nirvana, or like
Very
J.
cool.
Cole. My whole playlist is all that.
Very cool. Exactly.
That's what I'm going.
I don't care about the time, the age, the every music. What about you, Nick?
I don't know, man. I dabble in like all the stuff. I feel, but I've lately, I'm into a little bit of Mac DeMarco.
Yeah, man.
Mac DeMarco. You got Tame Impala. You got Tyler.
Yeah. Tyler's the
Drake.
fashion. The first thing we talk about was fashion. Talk about a fashion
yeah.
fucking icon.
for sure.
Yep. And some
Coolest.
country music too. Morgan Wallen. Shout out Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, man. Sorella was
Fire,
putting me
bro.
on to some of that
Fire,
stuff.
man.
Yeah.
Dope.
feel like he doesn't get enough like respect. I know like up north in like Schaumburg. Or
Well, people
that's
are
all
always
they listen to.
like, yo, like I love, like how many times have you heard that? I love everything but country, man.
Oh, I
like,
heard that
they
too.
don't,
They don't
you
even
go to a
chance.
country concert and everybody's singing everything, everybody's having the best time.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
country. I like old country. I like Johnny Cash too. I do
Yeah.
like, but the stuff that I was played, like the Morgan Wallen and so even Chris Stapleton, like blows my
Yeah, fire.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all
country's
have their
crazy.
songs. They all have anthems, right?
You know, there's so many people who are like, music sucks. Like
Music in
sucks
general?
now. It's fucking- it used to be good. It's like there's fucking Spotify. How many millions of songs are uploaded a day? Nothing sucks, man. There's so much good
much is
shit.
it?
I heard Anderson .Paak. Like,
Oh, yeah,
what?
man.
Shit sucks.
Fire.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's fire.
Who would you say like your people you're listening to right now? Or
Yeah. Who's your
favorites?
inspiration?
I have this like disease, and this disease where I keep listening to all the shit I used to listen to when I was growing up. So I just listen to like the Cranberries and the Bee Gees and Prince a lot and the Bee Gees a lot. I go everywhere like because I'm DJing. I keep up with the stuff, so I do listen to everything. But if it's about like if it's my time to indulge, like if I'm going for a walk or doing something like that, it's I like the stuff I always listen to. I think music and our childhoods are very connected.
Yeah.
You know, I think the sounds they heard, I think that's why songs can reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
And you can sample a sample and that sample's a sample.
Yeah.
You know, because it just goes through the generations, man. So,
Do you have like a favorite, like one of your favorite songs ever, like a top
oh
three?
my God, we doing
That's a
this
good
right
question.
now?
That's a really good
Holy
question.
shit.
Favorite
Okay.
song? I think we should all kind of like take a turn at this.
We could do a top three because that's our, but
Yeah,
even
top
top three
three.
is hard. But I could do a top three, but in no particular order.
Okay.
Linger by the Cranberries.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. More Than a Woman by the Bee Gees.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Classics.
You gotta pick three.
Pick another.
You said 3. We just said
Yeah,
one.
that was I made the fucking rules and now I'm upset.
You made the
about
rules. No.
it. Can I come back to myself?
You come back.
Yeah,
to
You can come
yourself,
back.
I
Yeah,
guess.
you can come back.
What were you next?
No,
I
you
don't
ain't
really have like a.
Oh no. Prince, Nothing Compares to You. End of.
Okay.
Ooh,
There
dope.
you go.
Mic drop.
Pretty
Mark
good.
That just happened.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Unmastered
There you go.
podcast. Jesse
I don't know. I don't
Lucas.
really have like a top like.
I have one.
What? Fresh out of London, Jake Paul.
Oh, God. There's all of them. What's that other one that you did? The sad
Park
one?
South.
Park South freestyle.
What about you, Drew?
For me, number one, like I always say if someone asks me this question, is Rock With You, Michael Jackson.
That's a great song.
That's my like one of my top songs of all
I love how that song
can you go
starts.
wrong?
I love that song. It's so good.
Exactly. See? You fucking knows that. I just mouthed it. It's not even
So
playing.
good. That's what I'll give you. One. I don't got 2 other ones.
I think my favorite song is In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins.
There you go. All these songs have a
Classic.
thing. See a sound.
Yeah, they all have like a
you
key
remember.
sound that you
Iconic.
remember. Hotel California,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Sometimes
Sometimes when something gets played a lot, people start to hate on it. And Hotel California is a classic. Like,
It's a
fuck
classic.
you all who don't think that's a
I love that
classic.
song.
But like, yeah, I also noticed you know when you like a song goes out of your memory and then you'll hear it later, like 2 years. You hear it like 2 years later, and then it's like, fuck yeah, like you were saying, it brings you back to a memory or something.
It always
or-
happens to me in a McDonald's.
Yeah.
It always happens to me in McDonald's, man. I'm like, I was in McDonald's, I heard Lenny Kravitz, It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Big plug, big song.
Yeah.
Banger.
Banger.
And I heard it there and I was like, are you shitting me? Like, I hadn't heard that in years. And it happened to me another time with a Dr. Hook song, actually. And a McDonald's, so. Or maybe I just eat at McDonald's
Maybe
too
you
much.
just
Maybe
eat
that's the
McDonald's.
fucking thing. But yeah, shit, McDonald's plays good music.
Yeah.
But it'll happen. You're right. Anywhere. Like you'll catch something and then it brings you back. Like even something you're like, wait, why do I know that? It happens to me so many times. I hear something on TV. I'm like, wait, why?
Yeah.
Why the hell do I know that?
Or yeah, you'll just randomly start singing a song one day that you remember. Like you'll hum the beat or whatever, and then it's like, why are you just singing this song? You were just singing that song, and it just comes up.
And if you don't find it, it bothers you a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true too. Like when you're like, oh fuck, like what was
it
it
gets
called?
the OCD.
Yeah.
We're Italian, so
Yeah.
there's a little bit of that in the culture too. Huh?
Definitely.
Or sometimes I'll hear a beat from somewhere, I'll remember one, and then when you don't remember the name of the song, and you're like, you don't have Shazam open or anything, and it's like, fuck, like I want to know what that song's called. Like then you go to like the YouTube and sometimes you search up like the
lyrics.
Yeah.
But you can
There's an
hum
app.
it.
There's an app
So
now.
you could do that?
Which that's scary. I haven't even touched it because it's just too scary. I was like, that's freaky, man.
Yeah.
How do you know what I'm humming? You're tracking the notes, and then you're like,
Yeah, it
oh
is
shit,
kinda cool.
these notes are in this song. These notes are in every song.
Yeah.
There's only X amount of notes. What are you talking about?
For sure.
It's
So
scary.
what do you talking about all this kind of stuff like different apps?
Oh,
crazy
here we
things they
go.
can
Eh?
do.
This is we all knew what this was really about. You know.
So what do you think about AI now and making music with Drake's lyrics or all these artists' lyrics or putting beats together in a snap of a finger like that?
I don't know a lot about it, so I don't know exactly how it's done. I don't understand that process. I don't know if they're hiring musicians to play these parts. I don't know if it's. I would need to know how it's done. So a couple websites I read or podcasts I were watching that talked about this. They were saying that musicians are behind it, so they're making like maybe. If you ask it to make a pop song, they've generated 57 pop songs that are kind of cool, and they'll match some and they got a singer to come record some vocal. So like in that aspect, I guess it could be kind of cool. And when I hear it, honestly, like this shit makes me laugh because a lot of the time I catch the AI stuff is when I'm in the late night For You page run, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. Okay, that's hilarious. Like if you hear Kanye doing like an old country song,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny. I'm not scared of it. I heard a DJ playing it at the club the other night. Like it's the one time I never go out. Okay, I'm only because I DJ. So my night out is honestly like a bath at home. So I'm like, I don't really want to go. But one night, I go, what? I'm gonna fucking do it. Let's go. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go have a good time. And I go in there, and it was okay. It was decent. But the DJ played that song, and I was like, I don't know.
Came in with some lean
and nobody knew it, and I was like, honestly, you could have played One Direction, and because I love One Direction, but you could have done like anything, and I wouldn't have like that. To me, felt cornier than anything. And other people were gonna tell me like, "Baby" by Justin Bieber is corny. Are you fucked?
Yeah.
It's a fucking hit.
Yeah, I never understood the people who hated on Justin Bieber, especially those older songs. Like they're
Of
good,
course,
man.
the
They're
first time
classics.
I saw him, I remember I was dying of laughter. It was like that video with him and Usher is in the pool, like in the pool, and I remember I was looking at my sister. It was my parents' computer downstairs. I was looking at it like, this is. Are they serious? And I was a kid. I didn't even have character at the time, and I was thinking this is thing. But I guess that those songs stuck like glue. It's always the songs, man. Because I see the reaction in the club when people are yelling. When 1,000 people yell back a song, that's not a coincidence.
No. Yeah.
That doesn't just happen. It has to stick to you. It has to be
Infectious. Kind
there's so many songs in every genre that are like that.
Yeah. And a lot of songs kind of like speaking to someone's experience. Like, for example, the Baby one, whatever, it's about a heartbreak. And millions of people go through heartbreak.
Oh, yeah.
So like someone's found their way to that song, to listen to it when they're going through a heartbreak. So that's why it's like a lot of people, I guess, listen to those songs and it gets a lot of reach because it's stuff that people go through, like the masses go through. So
When I was 13, I had my first love.
Ludacris,
I
bro.
never play that verse. I always cut
shit's
it out
hard
before
as
that
hell.
one right there. I don't know why. I guess
is
because
a
the
little bit
attention span is
weird,
fast. No, it's a good verse.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna play it next time.
Next time, my
Fuck that.
first love. I'll never forget it. Like as a kid, that was what
Luda.
stuck with me.
Yeah, Luda's crazy too. Luda's like Luda's got that Fast and Furious money, man. He's laughing at all of us.
Yeah, Luda, man.
Yeah, big rapper.
Does he do music anymore? No.
You know what? I saw him pop up on TikTok the other day. I don't know if he has
That's
to.
the Fast and Furious track.
Yeah, maybe.
He does do some music for
The
that?
Rock did a song too, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
so.
about drive. That one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no,
about drive.
no,
It's
no,
about
no,
power.
no,
It's
no,
about
no, no.
that fucking song. It's about strength. It's about honor. Whatever the fuck it was.
It's about strength and
Whatever,
honor.
bro. It sounded like him. That's what he would
what's
make a song
ours.
about.
Yeah.
Respects. I saw Shaq doing one the other day too.
Oh, yeah,
He was
where he's
freaking-
on the truck,
Yo, we all
yeah.
saw it. Somebody paid for that ad. because
Yeah, there's a lot
he was
of
everywhere,
Shaq,
bro.
a lot of promotion. on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He was just like in the car. I was like, holy shit.
It was pretty hard actually.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly just touch back to the AI thing though. Do you think there's a point where in the future, let's say a year from now, where it can get a little bit like, okay, this is too much now. Like maybe it's
You can't
just
tell.
the regular Joe Schmo. Even though a lot of people right now are making music, but
I mean, the thing is, guys, so who are we going to see in the AI concert? Who are we gonna see?
That's a
A
good point.
hologram? Like we're humans. Even when you watch Game of Thrones, there's still human. Even though there's costume, like there's human touches. It won't ever beat it out. It gets a self checkout. You know, why do we still have self checkouts? But the cashiers, I'm sure some comedian made this bit. This is not my thing, but I remember some comedian going like, imagine you're the cashier at a supermarket and then you see those self checkout machines coming. You're like, what the fuck's about to happen to me, man?
Yeah.
But no, I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. I don't know, human touch, man.
Yeah,
There's some
no,
people who play the guitar, play strings. It's
Yeah.
fucking immaculate.
I think people right now, they think that like it's, wait, what's going on over there? Yeah.
Oh.
Vocaloids exist. The holograms that sing and dance on stage have a following.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, there's one in Japan or something. There's some girl that was big in Japan.
Vocaloids exist. Vocaloids.
Yeah,
Vocaloids?
Yeah, it was like an anime thing.
I've
All right,
watched
Jamie, pull that up.
I've watched the Michael. I think we've seen the Michael Jackson one.
Yeah, no, I know. It
Yeah,
was
there's
in
the
Japan.
holograms. Yeah. It could be a way to kind of immortalize
Yeah, it
like
is
an
a thing.
artist in a way.
Yeah,
like
well,
let's say like you
we've
could
seen the
make
Michael
new
Jackson one too,
Tupac
right?
songs. You know what I mean? Like you could use their voice, use the hologram, and then just like keep that.
What's
kinda
crazy is the
going.
voice thing, man. Like when you hear but there's inflections, man. Like when that
Yeah,
Drake
it's not
song is coming,
accurate.
there's certain things that's
Yeah.
not Drake.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Because what it is it's a reference, right? Like I'm pretty sure what it is someone is rapping or singing,
Yeah.
and then they just kind of use the AI whatever algorithm, and then it kind of copies it with the voice, but it's someone else's delivery. So it's
Yeah, I
never
guess
going to
it
be
is.
Drake's delivery.
Yeah, I've heard the funny ones I heard is like Michael Jackson on 6ix9ine. Like,
Oh, what?
It's like the
Let your
hardest
nuts
beats in
drag.
the world. Yeah. That shit is hilarious. Whoever
What
makes
the hell?
that content, God bless
Yeah.
you, because I don't know if you get paid to make that kind of content.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. That's fucking
They
hilarious.
just
though.
do it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I think
Insane.
another part that's
Why
cool.
you got the
that-
feet like that, John Luke?
What do you mean?
Got them like.
They can't see.
I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
they
another
guess.
thing that's cool about the AI thing though is like, let's say there was a collab we never got to see or you want to hear,
yeah.
or like Nick was saying, it's someone who's like passed and you're like, oh, like that song would have sounded good together. You can kind of make that for yourself and be like, wow, this could have sounded dope.
Yeah,
right?
well, like exactly. I saw David Guetta do something with an Eminem song, and it blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Not an Eminem song,
Or like it was like an Eminem like
he
phrase.
told the AI
yeah.
say something in Eminem's voice, and then he used that in his own song. And I was like, that's kind of fucking cool. Like if I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
go
yeah.
like, but then it gets copyright. Like I don't know. I would pick like something I would do as a producer. I would take somebody's like Drake's voice, right? I would say Drake saying this line, and then I would just pitch him down and up so you wouldn't notice.
Right.
That's what I would do.
There you go.
It's a cool like timbre,
Yeah.
because Drake's got a cool like tone of voice. So
One of the
like,
coolest.
yeah, so if you can make it into like EDM or whatever, could be fire.
Drake is crazy. He did that EDM. What did you guys think about that one?
Oh, the album?
I love that
Taking
album.
the city.
I
What did you guys
love
think
that
about it?
album.
Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
it was
Good?
awesome.
Okay, good.
I've been I've been still listening to it.
You said
are
it
like,
was
"Ooh, on
the
me, ooh."
best album since Views, right?
Oh, that's a tough one to beat. Views was great.
Since Views?
No, or it's the new
No, not.
Views.
We
It's
were
like the
saying it's
new-
like kind of like the new Views.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. Like in terms of like just how it made
the summer
makes me
vibes.
feel and kind of the vibe, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, there's a couple records I
know?
still always play from that album. They're definitely. He knows what he's doing. He's a good songwriter, Drake. Drake is like not a guy. That's
A great
I said the
songwriter.
stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Cut that out, yo. Edit that out. Drake is the best songwriter ever.
He's alright.
Yeah, he's aight, bro.
Yeah, he's alright.
People are straight up like, fuck Drake, bro. He fucking sucks,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, no,
you ever listen to that shit? Yo, I was playing a club, Gracie's.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Never
my
been,
throat's
but
dry.
I know it.
Yeah, so I'll DJ there sometimes on their Thursday nights, and to get like people leaving, I'm just playing some exit music, a little more down tempo stuff. So I play Passion Fruit, right?
Yeah.
This bouncer that's there, he's like, fuck. He's like, who is this? I'm like, who's this? Fuck.
Who is Passion?
I'm like, Drake. He's like, You can see he's like perplexed. He's like, I think he wanted to. He liked the song clearly. That's why he's asking me.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to like Drake.
Like Drake.
He was like, fuck that, because he's just some older dude. So he was
He's
like,
an old head.
yeah, fucking. When I'm an old head, I'm not gonna be like that, bro.
No.
If I have like 3 fucking hairs on my head,
Yeah.
they're gonna be painted 7 different colors. There's no fucking way. I'm never selling out.
Yeah,
with
That's
that.
sick.
Fuck, what was I gonna bring something up there when you were talking about Drake?
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's the Drake AI.
No. There's something about like he was
Um,
mentioning about like
It's okay.
okay, well, I'll give you this question here. You think Drake's the greatest of all time?
Of what?
of what?
His life?
Just music.
That's a fucking bullet of a
songwriting.
question. There are plenty greatest of all times. You know, everybody is so fucking unique, and there's a spot for everybody in this universe. There really is a spot for everybody. So he's one of the greatest on time. He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore for sure. How could you not? I mean, like, this is the Michael Jackson of our time, and people are like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you didn't touch kids. You know, I'm like, no. It's like he's different. He's different. You know.
Yeah, he's definitely stayed pretty long, like relevant for sure. Like other guys die down, but he's still every time he releases an album, it's the top one, whatever, right? Like it's
Yeah. He's. What are you gonna like? People are like,
Wait,
numbers.
so you're telling me that his commerciality is like makes you the GOAT?
No, of course not. No.
But he's just worldwide.
But
like,
it's a
come on, you
part
got
of
that.
it. I
It's
mean,
definitely a part of it,
It's a
yeah.
part of like if you play a song and everybody knows it. I mean, of course, there's a machine behind it at this point.
yeah.
But I mean, Marvin's Room and that first album, and Stevie Wonder was on the album. I don't know, man. To me, I guess you know what? I'm biased though, because we're Toronto fucking people.
Yeah.
It's
You know, so like,
That's true,
if you grew up here, he touched for me. He was like right in high school. He was going through all the heartbreak, man.
Yeah.
All the heartbreak, everything.
Cups of the rose, man.
Right? Cups of the rose. Bitches in my dude.
Yeah.
That's that one.
That's true. We gotta ask like people from America who are like not in Canada or Toronto how they feel about Drake.
They listen to Drake more than us.
I think they like it more, yeah. yeah.
Yeah,
No,
well,
because
that's
they
the
ask
thing.
us. And I'm like, yeah, we like Drake. But I think they like, I don't know, you know? They
They're
got
like,
something
yeah,
different about it.
well, because he's like farther away. There's more mystery to him. Like
Yeah.
we're like here. He was on Degrassi, so he was always like, "You fucking put." They were like, "You fucking pussy! When you try to sing songs, you fucking little bitch." You know, people just love to hate, bro. You know, everybody who's hating never made a fucking track ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We could literally drive by his house if we wanted to. You know, he lives right
Imagine
here.
being the guy though.
Yeah.
Like, fucking what a pussy, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But you
What?
you
like-
never made a track yourself. though.
Exactly, but and then Drake blows up. Like, imagine, like his first album, you're talking all this shit, and you're like, well, I guess he's fine. You know, you go to pick up a girl on a date. She's like, "Do you have Drake?" He's like, "Fuck, motherfucker."
What was the
Drizzy
best like
Drake.
era of Drake? You think, like music wise? Or
Oh man, yeah, take care, man, take care.
Yeah, it's pretty
Nothing was the
classic.
same.
That's
I'm
the
biased,
best era.
man.
That's the best era right there. Nothing was the same. Take care. How do you fucking go wrong?
Yeah. Those are crazy albums, man. It's not,
Yeah.
you know, it's not everybody's taste. He was a little more down tempo at the time. He still does the down tempo one sometimes, but I love that era of Drake, man.
Classic stuff for sure.
All right, let's get into a little more personal stuff
Yeah.
here. Just
shit.
back to like your not like personal, but just to
Scared
talk
now.
about you. Just wanted to like ask, like, how did you sort of get these like do these collabs with certain artists and producers like Kardinal for Show, Pressa? Like, talk about these experiences you've been through with these pretty successful people. And
yeah,
all
man.
that kind
When I was like I was saying earlier, I was like DJing when I was 16, the DJ Blend, and all these people were kind of thing. And then, you know what's so funny? It was my you want to get personal?
Let's get personal.
It was my cousin's first husband. And we were at the cottage one day, and I was just chilling. I was just DJing, putting out these videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You know what, man?" He's kind of like this interesting guy. He's like, "You got to make your own tracks, man. Like, you can't." He's like, "You're not gonna make it with just if you want to get to LA, you got to make your own." And I'm like, you know, this guy else, he's kind of crazy. So I'm like, I don't know. And then I YouTubed how do you do it. I downloaded FL Studio. I started to do it. I just literally did a couple tracks, put them out. I was DJ Internetty at the time.
DJ Internet.
Internetty, bro. You guys fucking hating that name?
No, that's
How many
hard.
It's my
names
first
did you
fucking
have?
name.
How many names did you go through?
It was DJ Supernova first.
Holy fuck.
That one's bad. That one's bad. Yeah, DJ Supernova. Like, you're 15. You're like, what am I? I'm a fucking Supernova.
Fucking Supernova.
So then it was Internetty. Then it was Master Track,
okay, that's a good
which I
one,
have
too.
that tattooed here. That was a certain era. We'll get, you know, we could cross the eras, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, there was different eras for different names.
Never mind the
That's
Drake
for
era.
sure the thing.
the Jesse Lucas eras, not the Drake era. Let's talk
Yes,
about
it's
your
the
eras.
yeah. You know what? Well, the Jesse Lucas thing is like, after I'd done bunch of different names, bunch of different groups, been lucky to be a part of these things, man. Like every experience I have, I'm very grateful for. I met so many cool people along the way, people who treated me better than I didn't need to be treated. And, you know, maybe I deserve to be treated good, but who knows? Yeah, no, like I took, with Jesse Lucas, I kind of took it back, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is my name. That's my Lucas is my middle name. My dad wanted to name me Luca, or my mom wanted to name me Luca, but my dad was like, I don't like this guy named Luca, so they just settled on Lucas for the middle name, I guess. They were like, or whatever. And yeah, so it's mine. No one can take that from me. It's no master track, no. I went through an era where I went as Il Corsaro, which meant like the pirate. It's like an Italian TV show. I was singing music, a lot of crazy music.
So you like, how long have you been making music, like since you're 16, or was it later on, like you're like 18, 19 you started, or?
No, 16 was that conversation with that uncle guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And uncle guy, sorry, cousin's husband, fucking whatever, the guy, you know, the family guy, the guy.
You guys didn't
him. I don't want to say his name, so I don't want to out him, you know.
Terry.
Yeah, fucking Terry, dude. So Terry gives me that advice, and then I ran with it, and then there was an artist named Vita Chambers. I don't know if she's still making music. I haven't checked up on her in a while, but she had this hit here in Canada called Fix You. And I heard it on the radio when I was a kid, 16, 17. It was a house track. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get in contact with her. And, you know, being in high school, we were already on Twitter, Facebook. We're talking about Jersey Shore at the time. Not really like anything. I wasn't dealing with music, but I would put my tracks up and all this stuff. And I hit her up. I just hit her up on Twitter, like, hey, I messaged her. And I got an email back at the time from her management, which was her parents at the time, I think, and some other guy. And then all of a sudden, I'm like 16, 17, and she's like, this girl's gonna come to my house to do a track. I don't know anything about a microphone. I have no clue. I lied. I was like, I'm ready to go. We could do a track. I knew nothing. Yeah. And we wrote a song in my mom's basement as my parents were cooking food upstairs with family upstairs. So this girl that has a hit song, she has to come up on the fucking veranda, and the family's like doing a barbecue, you know? She's gotta go downstairs. Now we gotta write a track.
That's wholesome, man.
Yeah, and you know what? They were so gracious, man. They're such good people. I think the management team was just going, okay, this is a young kid. Maybe we should entertain the idea of somebody young doing this. And anyway, she connected me with Karl Wolf, and that dude has helped me a lot in some of those names you mentioned, in getting me some of those placements. Yeah, man, because that guy is always doing a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, I see him on TikTok. He's awesome, man.
Yeah, Karl's the shit.
Yeah, I think he even commented on one of our things one time.
Yeah, Karl, you got to have him on.
Oh, that'd be
you
awesome.
definitely got to have him on. Yeah,
Sure.
Karl's the man, bro.
If you're seeing this, man.
Yeah, yo,
Put it together,
Karl, man.
That'd be great.
No, yo, he's crazy. He's one of the craziest musicians I ever met.
Yeah.
So she connected me with him, and then that started this. So like, we're still to this day working together. He has other DJs and stuff, like, but I'll DJ for him sometimes, and you know, he's a producer extraordinaire, so he doesn't need he doesn't always need my help there, but sometimes we collaborate, you know. Two good minds, we'll do some cool shit, and he's the gold record is him. It's Amateur. I
wanted
love
to talk about that too. You have that gold record.
He's man, that guy's put my foot into a lot of doors, man.
It's crazy how much a connection or like just a relationship with someone can take you, you know?
Sure, yeah.
You know,
it's
like,
nice when it's genuine and there's care. You know, I think he kind of knew me when I was younger. And I think that always helps, even with people in my life, you know? Sometimes you find yourself surrounded with some people that were around you when you were younger. Maybe they get you a little more, and
that's important, man. Especially like when you're trying to do something creative, to have someone like almost like a mentor style, like, you know, figure in your life, or someone who's doing something but like years ahead. It shows that it's possible. It shows that, you know, it can be done.
Signs.
Right?
Yeah, those are signs. You're like, oh yeah, I'm meant for this, because part of me was like, I was 16 and I was hearing this guy Africa on the radio when I was a kid. Yeah. So for me, it was like, oh, I'm meeting the guy on the radio. Like that's how it felt.
So it's not as crazy as you think, right?
And you could, oh shit, like then you're going on tour. Like he took me on tour when I was younger, like 19, and I got to meet Akon because there's an Akon tour.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting in the bus, me, him, the people we were touring with in Akon, and Akon's telling us shit, and I'm like, he's like, I managed Lady Gaga. Like I was the one to discover Lady Gaga. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah.
crazy.
That's sick.
Oh, wait, so how old were you in the bus with Akon and Karl?
19.
That
yeah.
must have been like wild for
That's
you.
wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh, I would. That's at that point. I'm shitting myself.
Yeah.
And I'm with Karl. I'm with my boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, it's Karl. Oh my god, it's fucking Akon. And yeah, we went on tour with Peter Jackson too. Who's a guy out here still killing his fucking. That guy's destroying it all the time. He's always been. And like we were doing this tour. It was crazy, man. And for me, I was like just blown away to be there. And the thing is, like, but I didn't see him on the bus the first time. So this is what happened because we're touring together. So we're going across Canada, and we're like Akon has a studio bus. Okay?
Wow.
So yeah, you could. I don't know if you could Google it, and there's some pictures, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking if you clip his shoulder shit here. But he has like a studio bus. So inside the bus is a studio. Like it's like all white and blue and all this like
Dope.
crazy stuff. Yeah. So he's riding along the country with that thing. We're riding along the Wolfmobile. Shout out to Karl. He's got his own tour bus too, and we're doing our thing. And the first time I met Akon was like 3 shows into the tour because I think we did London, Thunder Bay, something else, and then we're on our way. And so I'm in the hotel. It's the morning, right? I've only seen this guy on stage. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the morning, and I'm in the elevator. I go, "Mm." And then the elevator opens up, and it's fucking Akon. It's fucking, girl, I can't notice but you. Notice you. Noticing me. Exactly. Okay? It's that fucking, and he's in a full thing, and he's just like, yeah, what's up, man? He's like, I saw you doing your thing last night, man. That's really cool. I was like, okay, Mr. Akon.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I was shitting myself a little bit,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I didn't like. I was a kid, so I didn't know anything about connecting with people. Like I could have probably, tried to connect with him more or something. But I was a kid. You don't know when the right time sometimes is, and it was just a wild experience, man.
Sure.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool experience.
Definitely, a cool achievement and just experience you've had, getting to be around these people. And
Yeah. Just even like, because you see them, I guess it shows you too, like, people are people.
Yeah.
You think something is like so grandiose because you see it on a screen, or it's, the art behind it was, you're talking about you doing film. Like sometimes, film can really make somebody in real life, you might just pass them by, but you would be like, that person's so attractive because the way they were filmed or what was brought out, the way they acted. Film is so capable of doing that, right?
Yeah, sure.
And I also read you kind of did like, you were featured on like a Lyrical Lemonade article, right?
Yeah. That was
all-
for I part of my Jesse Lucas era was I just started. This is like this house thing is sort of new for me. Not new. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but I was like for a while I was dropping like rock songs. Like I make everything, man.
Swear.
I don't discriminate. Yeah, I sing. I don't got the best voice, but we do our thing. Like you can make cool songs when you don't have the best voice in the world.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and that's for a track I did with my buddy Ryan Borges, who's on the track, who's in my opinion the best rapper in this city.
Wow.
I've been working with him for a long time.
Right on.
Artist. I don't want to say rapper. I know rappers like, I'm not a rapper. Numbers. I get it. You know.
Yeah.
So one of the most talented artists in the city for sure. So we did this track, and I remember it had like this moment of steam at the time, and caught the glimpse of some writer from Lyrical, and we were like, oh my god,
That's pretty cool.
That is a cool
that's
feeling.
dope. Yeah. Okay.
To get written about, you just
Yeah.
make something in your room and you never know what will happen from it.
Yeah,
you
it was
know?
it was in a basement, man.
Wow.
It wasn't even any. Your podcast is called Unmastered Podcast.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what unmastered means in music?
Well, there's mastering like on a song, right? Like
Yeah.
mixing, and then there's mastering. But like I honestly never get to the mastering point. I always get to the mixing.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of works a little bit too.
Yeah, like mastering, because I'm not a whiz, okay? There's mastering guys out there that know much more about this
Yeah.
than me. I'm more of a producer for sure. But master is like, an unmastered song is like, oh, you didn't send it off to mastering, so some guy's going to put compressors on it, some guy's going to he's just going to put things on your audio file to make it, bright and nice for radio or
Yeah.
for anything. For your phone, it sounds nice everywhere. So mastering is a big thing. Of course it's a big thing, but my interest is in the things that are unmastered. I like the unmastered stuff. Yeah, exactly. No pun intended. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like the unmastered shit, that's where the money is. That's where the gravy is, man. We as producers, like I put default on that Dirty Laundry track that got that thing. That was my master. I didn't send it off to mastering. I just put my own. I don't even know what mastering is in its depth. I know a little bit about it, But to my ability, I did what I could do on that, and that's it. The Unmastered was the cool version.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's dope. That might end up on a future Unmastered album.
Maybe, yeah.
A
yeah.
little segment you just said there. So
Maybe,
stay tuned
yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
We've been
I
working
would
on
love
some
it. Yeah,
music.
yeah. Fuck the pod.
Yeah.
Like you guys are on. You guys are on every platform. You guys are not just.
yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's not
on
YouTube.
everything, but we're trying to get into the music stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Because
cool.
we've been making music for like a while. Like Julian's been recording, like, and I do the beats, and like I produce.
How long are
it.
we in this podcast, and that's
Oh,
when they
yeah,
choose
yeah.
to bring this up?
I know.
What? Wait, oh, okay. I thought you knew. Okay, so yeah, he makes songs, right?
Yeah, mostly just for fun, whatever. We just
That's
he
what
does the
everybody says,
producing
eh?
part.
And, like, I
That's-
produce.
Ah, it's no big deal. It's not really.
yeah.
It's not master. It's not anything. And then they play you the shit. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, what have I been doing for the past 3 weeks?
But yeah, we want to dabble into the whole music stuff because he has experience with also a bit of producing and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
Hell yeah, man. Yo, we should do some shit together.
Yeah.
that'd be sick, man.
Yeah.
Love to do it.
You guys gotta send me stuff.
we've had a couple artists on the pod. And
Dai Lo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Dai Lo, he's cool.
Yo, I discovered him on your podcast. He's
Oh,
my
really?
favorite guy. So one of my favorite comedians, Bert Kreischer, he took his
He's got no shirt on.
yeah, I think he just gives me a Bert Kreischer, but I fucking love him, man.
Yeah.
I would freak out if I ever saw that guy.
That's
Who,
the second
Dai Lo?
I
or
love
Bert
Dai Lo.
Kreischer?
Yeah, man. You guys gotta connect me with it, bro. I've been trying to hit him
Dude.
up. He'll be on TikTok live. I'm like, Dai Lo, bro. He
Yeah.
doesn't see me,
This
bro.
is
He
gonna
doesn't see-
happen.
he's too
You
bright.
guys
He's
are
too
gonna
bright.
meet, bro.
We'll make it
I feel like you
happen.
guys could do a track together. That'd be fire,
Bro, we're gonna do a video, man. Me and him,
Do
we're
it,
gonna go
bro.
travel. I'm gonna travel the world with that fucking guy, bro. Holy shit, that guy's
Let's
living
hook
the
it up,
life,
man.
man.
Only one thing though, you have to have the shirt off with.
Yeah, no, bro, no problem.
Everyone's
No
just gonna have
problem.
no shirts.
Yeah, yeah. I love the like his like I don't know why I'm so.
It's the energy that. It
Yeah, I
brings.
guess, and yeah, you know what it is, because some of those greatest things you don't know why you like a song, or you don't know why you like something. Just makes you feel joy.
Yeah.
When I see that guy, I just feel joy, man.
He makes me
What the
forget
fuck is
about
in
all
his
my
prime?
Yeah, it's just pure entertainment. It's just pure
Yeah, it's
like
like crack. It's
yeah,
so
it's
funny.
like I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
is
but the
in
thing
this
is,
thing.
like,
What the
you know, with that
fuck?
guy, you think he's gonna do some like spickety bars, like,
yeah,
but no, he's like tonight.
Oh, it's
I'm
insane.
beating it up one last time. It's
Yeah,
like an
dude.
80s beat. Like,
Yeah,
I
that
thought
shit's
was
stuck in
cool.
my head. Like
I
I'll
know.
catch
That
myself
shit is stuck
singing
in my
it,
head,
yeah,
bro.
Because I don't think I've ever seen a video promote like a song more like on TikTok. It's
Nick.
just over and over and over.
Nick,
and
that
over.
song is stuck in my head.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
I know it.
It's stuck
I'm
in my
gonna do a
friends'
mashup
heads
with.
too,
I'm gonna do a
bro.
mashup with it,
Bro,
That's
that's,
what I'm gonna
hard.
do.
Yo, that would be sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got to make that happen.
Yeah, he's on the
for
cusp too. He'll pop off with that cool shit.
Man, tonight.
man.
That's a great track.
Yeah, it's like this. How long? That song's been out for a bit though, right?
Yeah,
It's
he's just pushing it and
crazy.
pushing
I think
it.
I
you
saw
know?
it like a year ago too.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
like,
been pushing it,
And I was like, what the
bro.
fuck is? What the fuck is in this
Yeah.
prime? Because I drink a lot of prime. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is in this shit?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shout out Dai Lo. He's
Shout
a
out.
beauty.
Legend,
Cool
dude.
guy.
Fucking
Cool guy.
legend.
Awesome guy.
Yeah, I thought we had another artist friend of ours too. We were like, you put me on Dai Lo. Like his music's pretty good. Like yeah, like so.
Yeah, because the thing is that sometimes, like, if that's the cool thing about him, I think, is if this was 1983 and you just had a Dai Lo CD, right, and you played it in the
think-
car,
yeah, you think it'd
you
be
wouldn't
like
think that you
regular
wouldn't
songs,
match,
yeah.
you wouldn't know what's going on. You would be like, what the who's this? Like, you might think it's like something like some you might
Like
you might
Huey
think-
Lewis or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, you might be like Huey Lewis, exactly, exactly. Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, you like to do a lot of mashup stuff.
Oh,
you
dude.
know, what kind of made you want to start that? Just like I guess you kind of respect different
You want to know?
cultures. Yeah.
Okay, so I did like 2 years ago. I posted mashups that should be illegal part 1.
Yeah.
And then I never posted again for 2 years. And then I posted another one, mashups that should be illegal part 1. And then I never posted for a year. And then I was like, mashups, I'm going to keep doing this. And now I'm consistent with the shit. But I like it because that's what I do at the club. I do it live. A lot of those things that I make, the mashups that I make for thing, I'll just play them in my live sets. I'll do extended versions. I'm thinking of like putting them on YouTube. Like, I don't know if that's something people would want, like an extended version of the mashup. But I'm like, why not? Like, just put it on YouTube and
Test it out.
yeah, the DJs can play certain things.
Yeah.
I got like wild stuff. Like, I'll take something from the 70s and bring it to like 2000. And those are hard. The 70s beats, like, they're played live. So
Yeah.
to run them and to DJ them, they're a little bit more complex. I'm
Yeah.
not a virtuoso or nothing, but it's pretty fun.
The timing's a little bit off. It's not like 4/4.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
not quantized. It's not to the
Yeah,
beat. So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, you always work.
It's a challenge, but that's fun though.
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, music is all feeling, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Experimenting. Yeah.
the mashups, man, it's just in the DJ. It comes from the DJing thing. To answer your question, it's like
Yeah.
it's in that world.
Yeah.
It's in that world of things. It's a fun thing. People and also like everything that I see, every sound that blows up on TikTok is like a mashup of something.
Yeah.
Like people just do it. So I'm like, part of it's my girl just being like, yo, like you should do mashups. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's just what's
I
popping.
could fucking do that. Yeah.
It was
But
here
I'll do
that
it. You
off the
could take
grid
what's
one.
popping and do it in your own way.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to like, cause like you guys are doing a podcast. People go, oh, there's a million podcasts. Yeah, but yours is yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the other guys is theirs. So some people are gonna. It's like Darwinism. Like people, you do your thing, and then people flock to it.
Yeah.
Or they don't.
It's
You
your
know?
niche, right?
Yeah, of
everyone
course.
has their niche. Everyone has their thing that makes them unique and good, and you know, people
There's a
can
place for
appreciate it.
everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. But you said it earlier in the pod, right? Like, no, or Drake. You know, he may not be the GOAT of all music, but he's the GOAT of Drake.
Yeah,
He's the GOAT of that
He's
style.
definitely the fucking goat of Drake.
He's
man.
the Drake of all Drakes.
I want the
so-
key to the city.
Exactly.
When do you
bro.
think they'll give that to me, man?
I'd say you're like a GOAT if you have people that are imitating you, like or like they copy
Yeah.
your style.
Yeah, because that's something you could say about Drizzy too.
Yeah.
is that everybody copy. Like he changed rap music.
Yeah, like look at Jack Harlow, right?
Jack Harlow's crazy.
It's kind of like a copy of him.
Yeah, and in some
Like
ways,
not
yeah.
not
He's
totally, but
smooth
like
it.
he's
smooth.
A lot of aspects of Drake are in Jack Harlow.
He's just a great. You see how
Yeah.
jacked he is. He's all ripped now.
He's Jackman now.
He's
Like,
Jack.
oh my
now.
god, yeah, he's jacked Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dude.
I
Yeah, he's
saw,
fire.
I thought I saw a verse though of someone like dissing him about that. How he is kind of just like a Drake copy.
Yeah, that was what Machine Gun Kelly. or
Machine Gun
something?
Kelly. That's what it was.
Yeah, I like Machine Gun Kelly too.
Yeah,
But yeah, everybody's always like, everyone wants to hate on everybody.
Yeah,
bro.
that's-
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are you feeding your family?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing, man.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
feeding your family doing what you do. I respect.
Yeah, but even if you look at Drake, he was a copy of Lil Wayne at first.
Yeah, everybody's a
and
copy of everything's a sample
Lil
of a
Wayne
sample.
was
Like,
someone else, and then
like
it just,
how can anybody
you
be
know?
so arrogant to be like, I'm an originator?
Nobody's
It's
really
You find your own
2023,
after.
man.
Yeah.
Find your own way after. You
How
gotta
many
all
white
start
keys
out.
are there?
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. How
Quentin
many-
Tarantino, even in film, half of his shots are influenced from another thing, right?
You
Isn't
start
that what
off
it
with the
is?
influences, and
Yeah.
then you see what you like, and you make your own out of it, right?
Yeah, and then it becomes your own unique thing.
Yeah.
Even with fashion, anything.
You
Yeah,
bring
for sure.
and the best is when you have all those influences that you kind of bring into one spot, right?
Yeah,
You
then
know?
you have the hybrid going on.
Yeah,
And that's a cool
And
thing.
that's a new thing, I would say, right? Yeah.
There's some people that are really good at that. Some guy I think is amazing at that is Tizo Touchdown.
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah. He's got
that
all the
guy-
nails. And
yeah. I'm gonna fucking DJ for Tizo.
Oh,
He
really?
doesn't know
That's
it yet.
sick.
No. I mean, he doesn't know it
he's
yet.
just you're manifesting
There
it.
you go, man.
No, it's happening. He knows somewhere.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah, no, because that guy's my fucking favorite new guy out.
He's
You asked me
fire.
that question. I don't know why I didn't answer with him right away.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
dope.
he's on the new Lil Yachty. He's on
Yeah.
Tyler. He's doing good stuff.
Yeah, Alternative Tyler took him on tour actually.
Dope.
Yeah, and he was like singing on the street like a few years ago. There's videos of him like 4 years ago. He's singing on the street corner.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this?
It's
man?
wild, man. He believed in himself because that's a really alternative, even like looking guy. Because he's got like the fucking nails in his head or whatever.
Isn't
He's
that the
just
coolest thing
crazy.
ever? I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
To most people, they're like, "What the hell's wrong
They're
with this
actually
guy?"
real-
But
not
then,
real
then you
nails,
look at
right?
him like, "Wait, that's actually like really different," you know? And then
They're
you start
real
to-
nails. Those are
Yeah.
real
Yeah,
nails.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. Yeah, they're real nails. And he's like, they get into, yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Jeez.
He's just like, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He'll
we,
do it.
We were talking earlier about how we had a podcast with Tiogs earlier on, and he was saying on another podcast how the reason why he has like a certain color hair, he has like blue and like yellow hair split.
Sure, yeah.
And he always wears like yellow is because he says that in order for you to be like, you know, famous in a way, you have to be able for someone to dress up as you in Halloween.
Have a certain look.
Right? So it's like
That's
you know,
interesting. I never thought about
like
it that
Tizo
way.
Touchdown, like someone could dress up as that. Now,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
or maybe they could dress up as you.
I
or
never
maybe-
thought about it that way, really.
Yeah,
I never thought about it, but I guess that makes sense.
you know,
Yeah.
A lot of DJs do that too. Like you had the whole Daft Punk. You had who's the guy with the mouse head or whatever.
Dead mouse.
Dead
Dead
mouse.
mouse.
Yeah,
The
like
mouse
the way I see it, it's like,
Toronto too.
I never
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
even when I was growing up, because I was always wearing grills and always doing stuff like that. It was never to get it. It was just like that's what you did, and then it was art.
Yeah.
Like I bet some of those guys on the high level, even Dead Mouse and stuff, those guys are like crazy artists. So that
Just
was
you
a part of
expressing
their art.
yourself.
Yeah, it was a part of the way they did it. It's like your tattoos or
Yeah.
your hair or something. Because people are always like, "Oh, everybody got their hair like that now. And everybody got tattoos." It's the same thing with the everybody has a podcast. Everybody's a producer. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so what's so bad about that?
Yeah.
Though? So we can't
You
do
can't do
things
it,
that bring us
Yeah.
joy.
You know?
Oh shit,
Great
my
point.
bad. Fuck.
Great fucking point,
Yeah,
dude.
true.
Like, what does it affect other people with? You know,
Because they're
you
not
do?
doing anything.
They
Yeah,
don't
I
do
think
anything.
what it is I've come to the realization is a lot of people don't know what brings them that joy. So then they just only know how to bring other people down when they're having fun. Like people don't like to see other people enjoy themselves.
No, of course not. And I think people want attention too. Like even if
Yeah.
you guys must get comments. Like
Oh, yeah.
I get comments. I'm not
Yeah,
even
of
that far.
course.
There's nothing even going. Like
Yeah.
what? Like people are like, I posted a video like, yo, pre-save my new track that's coming out. Like these
Yeah,
are some
yeah.
reasons you should. Like it helps an artist if you pre-save. Like just being like,
Yeah.
because sometimes people don't know. They don't know what a pre-save can
Or
do.
why it's
or why.
important,
Yeah. So
yeah.
just like an informant, and I put all this time and editing into this thing. You know, cutting it up.
And they're like, fuck
You know,
you.
one guy's like, it doesn't sound like a list of things why I should do it. It sounds like a reasons that you want me to do it. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, can you appreciate the edit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm all
no.
mad, but like, what the fuck,
No,
man?
it's valid.
No, but it's not. I don't. I kind of laugh now. I'm like, it's like they're talking to a wall. Like I don't respond. I'm at the point where I don't respond to them because I don't
that's
see
a
all
good
of them.
place to be. That's a secure
Yeah,
place to
fuck
be.
that.
You know, like just I think you got to get enough hate comments to get to the point where it's sort of like, you know, you got that armor built up, and it's like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, you're doing the right thing. If you're gonna like, whether you're drawing one way or the other, you're tickling something.
Yeah.
Something's
Yeah.
happening. There's about like, I mean, you don't want like the Catholic Church press, but certain type of press that's gonna be bad. I'm Catholic.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like I
okay,
could say,
same.
but,
Yeah,
but certain type of press you don't want. But then if people are talking shit, it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
I think
Talking about like that comment though, people say like, everybody's got a podcast, whatever, right? Like, so what are you doing that's so unique? Like everybody's a fucking
Nah,
construction
bro,
worker. Everybody's a dentist.
Yeah,
like there's
yeah,
millions of
yeah,
people
yeah.
who do everything. So
No,
whatever
yeah,
you're doing, there's
yeah.
50,000 people doing it.
You know what
too,
you're
like-
doing? You're talking about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
That's what
You're talking. You're just wasting
Well, okay.
air.
The difference is that there's like a forum for these people to actually leave those comments.
Yeah.
For us,
But
there's
that's
no
beautiful.
there's no
I love
like
it. I want the
construction
feed-
worker like comment thing. You know.
Yeah, man. And be a good person, man. Who cares? I'll never hate on somebody's art, man. You know, you can laugh. Music is subjective. There's sometimes like, so I do these like beats on TikTok where I tell people duet this,
Yeah.
and they'll do their thing over it. Sorry, excuse me, guys.
Oh, that's all right.
So they'll do their thing over it, and I'm like, oh, like, it's just. So some people are great, and some people are kind of not so great.
Yeah, yeah.
So some shit makes me laugh, man. And like, but that's okay. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know, people are expressing themselves. Like, that's my opinion. What makes me laugh might not make somebody else laugh. You know, some shit's really funny though.
It's all content.
I want to ask this question. So, do you know any DJs that pre-records like what they do, and then when they're performing in front of people, they're just playing a recording and they're
They
acting
plug in like a
they're-
USB.
They're acting like they're. You're not allowed to say.
No. I never seen it in the flesh.
Okay. Have you done that? No.
No.
Something that you might be like hungover or something. Fuck.
You know those guys who are up there like on the fucking like. It's like they're like doing all this shit, but it's like, are they really doing something? Like,
I don't know about
Yeah, they're definitely
the
doing
times I've been
something.
behind the decks. There's nobody guilty. Nobody guilty thus far.
yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. There was even that funny comedian guy or that channel did that
The
where
college
like
humor.
the guy's
skit
like
about
acting
it.
like he's doing it, but really he's just like playing like fucking
Pots and
Candy
pans.
Crush or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Oh, no, that was
On the
SNL.
computer, yeah.
That was
guy.
SNL, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a funny sketch. I forgot who that was. Andy Samberg,
Yeah, it
actually.
was,
Yeah.
Andy Samberg, legend. Yeah,
What was it like? One with the bass drop.
yeah. One with the bass drop. Yeah, with Little
Got
John.
the Rubik's Cube.
One with the bass drop, man. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he do like the hand thing to her? Something. All the girls are like, ah.
Yeah.
He's got the credit card
Oh my God,
machine.
they're throwing money at him. Take it.
And,
There is something to.
hilarious.
I mean, of course, there's a lot of DJs who just play one track to the next. And,
Yeah.
But guys
Yeah.
that I'm inspired by is like there's guys like 8-Track and James Hype
Yeah.
is a very cool guy too. These guys who can kind of do these tricks live.
Like
Fred
Ferrari.
again.
That's
Yeah.
the Ferrari guy.
Oh,
made
yeah.
Ferrari. Yeah.
That's like a summer like classic.
Yeah, him live is crazy. Like, cause they're just doing all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's the first time I kind of saw it. And because I kind of I don't DJ exactly like that, but in the realm of that, and it was the first time I saw somebody else kind of doing that. And I was like, oh, that's the thing. That's
What's
out
that
there.
sample? That song again?
It's "Let Me Love You" by Mario.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that's
and then
like an
they
old
sampled it
style
also,
thing.
and DJ Snake sampled it for it. It is top. I don't know how to pronounce it in
Okay.
Spanish,
Yeah,
but
that's
he
cool.
did it with a song with So I forgot who was on it, but DJ Snake sampled that too. It's a good sample. Kind of sounds like Doja's sample.
Yeah.
It's just that plucked guitar.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do something like that, where like you find like an old track and then mix it with like a new kind of beat, and then do that kind of thing?
And they, there's times I have in my past, and I didn't clear the sample.
And you
All
got
that
away
stuff's on
with
Spotify
it.
though, so
Yeah.
I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Yeah, no, I got away with it, but with Spotify, man, these days I would do it, but it's just I want to get those rights. I want to get the rights to do it. I think when you're at a certain level, is you can do that. Like you have those connections. Those people will you can get those rights cleared.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And as a DJ too, is it annoying when a lot of people are coming up for like song requests? Like, how do I fit this in, mix it in properly? Like,
you know what? I don't think asking is annoying. I think the way some people ask,
like, oh, yo, play this. That's like,
no. Well, I think what I've noticed, okay, because I've been out here DJing in places since I was younger, so for like 10, 15 years now. So it's like when I went into some of these places before, it wasn't as rampant. Like, wasn't as many people asking for songs, or maybe more venues were structured where the DJs were further or something. But I get that a lot. I don't. You know what? I try to take it as like sometimes somebody will request something good. You know what? Okay, I'll tell you guys what this is. All right, check this out. I'll give you the psychology of DJ requests. Okay, we're calling this the psychology of DJ requests. Yes, because I've figured this out. When you are DJing, okay, and somebody's gonna request a song, if it's a good song, like let's say somebody says like, you're playing a Latin night and somebody says, can you play Gasolina? Like, you're going to play it. You're going to play Gasolina. So there's been times in the past where somebody asks, like, well, that's a good request. So right when they walk away, I play that song. It's wrong. You see, people are like animals. You got to train them. You see what I'm saying? Because you give them that inch. Now she's coming back
right back
immediately because you gave it. So what I learned is if it's a good request, say, yeah, no problem, and get to it a little later. Just play it in a little bit. If it's a bad request, and sometimes people are very kind, they'll be like, no problem. Like, if you can't play it, no problem. But sometimes people are like, are you fucking shitting me?
Especially all drunk,
you fucking can't play. This is the worst night of my life. It's my girl's birthday. She's here right now. And I'm like, it's only you that wants to hear it. I'm trying to play to everybody.
What's like the worst song you've ever been asked to play?
I did last Thursday night. Cotton Eye Joe. I got Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, man.
Fuck that
Not
song.
that, you know what? All respect to that song, but it just wasn't the right time.
All respect to Joe, right?
Yeah, respect to Joe. Is that what it is?
Cotton Eye, yeah.
Yeah, I respect the Cotton Eye.
Joe.
I don't fucking know what his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we get to that, bro? Out of all,
We talked about a lot of stuff.
we covered a lot of
We're
shit,
actually
man.
approaching 9:53. I think we have this book till 10, but I don't know.
Yeah. We could call
Shit.
it, man.
Okay,
We
wait.
could
Do you
call
want
it,
to promo anything?
Anything new?
Oh, I appreciate you guys. Yo, guys, I don't know when this is coming out, but May 19th, I have a new record. It's called Carry the Sound. It's a house record. It's a big track. And yeah, I've been playing it in the clubs and it sounds crazy. So if this podcast is out by then, it's out. If not, pre-save it. The link is in my bio.
Yeah.
And if it's still not out, then just play the hell out of it. Just keep playing it.
Yeah,
Share
just keep
it to
playing
your
it.
friends and
exactly.
push
And
it.
annoy your mom with it. It's meant to annoy your mother. If it's annoying your mother and your father, you've done the right thing. Play it. Abuse it.
Can you give us like a vocal snippet of it?
Sure. You want like a genius acapella?
Yeah.
Which camera? Where's the camera that's facing me? Is it this
That
one?
one right there.
Count me in.
1, 2, 3, go.
Let me carry the sound.
Yeah.
Gonna sit and watch the world turn round. You gotta clap with me. You gotta clap. Ta, ta. Let me carry the sound. Gonna sit and watch the world turn round.
Yeah.
Sing it with me. Let me carry the sound. Yeah, here we go, boys. Gonna sit and watch the world turn round. You are now tuned into the Unmastered Podcast. Thank you. Thank you guys for
guys.
fucking having me.
Go check 'em out.
Yes.
I might
Links
be,
all down below.
Pods, man.
What the hell?
Jesse Lucas, let's go.
that might be the best outro.
Yeah, that might be the
I
best
don't think you
outro,
could top
man.
that one.
Check it out.
That was a good one, dude. That was
Awesome,
fucking
man.
sick.
Insane.
That was
So fun, yo.
Insanity.
So fun.
That
Go
was a
check
lot
them
of
out.
fun.
Thanks for
Subscribe.
coming on.
Drop a like.
Yep.
Let's get it.